It's January. It's just been so daggum dry.
I know. We need every drop of moisture we can
Man,
get.
oh man, we do.
We do.
What if we were to import some water from some wetter places?
Such as?
Well, there's been, Joe, you grew up in the Great Lakes state. I know there were always conversations whenever there would be a big drought. People would say, what if we ran a pipeline from Lake Michigan to the Midwest, where they're seeing drought conditions in the Plains states, for instance, or Texas is seeing a dust bowl. What if we just opened up the Mississippi River and we started flowing water through a pipeline? What if in Arizona we just ran a pipeline from Canada to here? Just tap into some water up in Canada. Just bring it on down.
Doesn't feel very practical.
Does not feel practical. Just looking for a reason that we would want Canada to be part of the United States. See, President-elect Trump says Canada should be our 51st state.
I saw Greenland.
Well, he says Canada again.
Oh, okay.
Canada should be the 51st state. Greenland, he says he's willing to invade.
All of Canada, one state?
Well, that's what he's saying right now. I think there would probably have to be some negotiations on that.
How many provinces do they have up
I
there?
don't know, 11 or 13 or something of that sort.
That feels more statey.
Yeah, what if we could break those down so that we could at least keep our flag at an even number, right? Because 50 feels like a nice round number.
Okay.
Going up to, say, 63 feels weird.
But what about 60?
I'm not even crazy about that at this point. No.
How many are you up for adding?
A hundo. We got to get to a hundo.
Another 50?
We're going to do a 50 package or nothing.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how we're going to have to do it.
Well, how big is Canada compared to the U.S.?
Bigger.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe we just part it
Just
out.
break it all up.
Break it up into another 50.
Population's not even close to us, but it's larger than we are.
Well.
So Trump says Canada. He also says Greenland.
Yeah, that one I've seen. Yep.
And
I believe Don Jr. was taking a trip up there, not meeting with any officials in Greenland, but taking a trip to Greenland.
No, not meeting with officials because it's not an official trip. Yeah, so that is off the table as far as Don Jr. doing that. The president-elect was doing another one of those press conferences today where you just stream of consciousness, whatever's on his mind.
Okay.
But he's brought up the whole Panama and Greenland thing before. So the Canada stuff feels like he's trolling Canada because Justin Trudeau is stepping down so he can spend more time pursuing Melania. So that might be just trolling Canada. But he keeps bringing up Panama and Greenland. He says we may have to seize the Panama Canal. And we might have to use military force to take over Greenland. He was asked by a reporter whether or not he would assure the world that he would not use military or economic coercion to gain control of Greenland and the Panama Canal. He said, no, I can't assure you on either of those two. I can say this, we need them for economic security. Is he just trolling, or is he actually considering trying to take over, either by force or coercion, Greenland and or Panama?
So, population of Panama, little over 4 million people. Population.
And he's just talking about the canal too, not necessarily even taking over Panama, but the canal.
So,
yeah, I should be clear.
Population of Greenland.
Yeah,
like 57,000.
It's not very big as population wise,
but it's a lot of land.
Yeah.
Now, Greenland and Iceland. Iceland. Very lush, very nice.
Right.
Greenland, lots of ice.
Yeah.
Not so lush.
Misnomers is what those are.
I don't get it at all. To me, we've got enough land here in the U.S. and enough problems in our 50 states. I don't know why we need to be seeking out more land and bringing in more potential territories or states down the road for more problems.
Panamanian President Jose Raul Mulino telling a newspaper he will not respond to Trump's accusations about the canal because Trump says the canal is not safe and it's very bad. He's not going to respond to those accusations until the president-elect takes office. He's previously suggested that Trump's comments didn't matter until he actually becomes president. Yeah, but he's going to become president, right? I mean, what's today? Today's 7th?
Less than 2 weeks.
Yeah, less than 2 weeks, right? So, I mean, it's going to happen, right? And he has mused about Canada becoming the 51st state. But he also has assured us he will not use the military to make that happen. Did not, however, rule out using economic force to coerce Canada to becoming the Canadian States of America. I don't know is that how that would work or no? Canadian States of America?
Or do it does have a ring to it.
Does this mean that we have to change all of our geography lessons so we actually learn about Saskatchewan?
So would they still have "O Canada," or would they have
No,
the Star-Spangled Banner?
Star-Spangled Banner. Yeah.
Interesting.
But remember, Canada's already a little bit confused as far as who they are as a nation because you've got all of Quebec that says, no, we're French. So now we would have the French Canadian Americans, and then you'd have the Canadian Americans. Right. The whole thing feels confusing to me.
Yeah?
I think there's method to the madness.
Really?
I do.
Can't wait to hear it.
I think there's method to this madness. As much as it sounds like he's just saying weird things to get the cameras on him, and I know a lot of you liberals you're saying, well, he's only doing this because he's trying to distract us from how he's going to destroy America. Well, I think there might be method to this madness. I'm not saying I agree with it or that this is the best tact, but I don't think it's as off the wall as what people are saying. There's a reason he wanted Greenland in his first term. There's a reason he's coming back to that now.
I don't remember the Greenland thing coming up at all in 2016.
No, he wanted to trade Puerto Rico for Greenland. Yeah.
A trade?
Yeah. Switch them out.
How long was this talked about? I don't remember this. Maybe
this is
I just
more,
pushed it out of my...
It was just more fire hose of chaos stuff from Trump 45. But
and
now
you don't
Trump
think
47's,
it's just fire hose of chaos now?
I'm not saying it's not.
Okay.
But I do think that it's more than just him drawing a Sharpie to show a potential hurricane path. This is more than Sharpie Gate.
Thanks for watching The Chris and Joe Show. Click to see more from Chris and Joe and tap the button in the middle to subscribe to KTAR News.